Okay, let's dive in. Today, we are looking at a single piece of hardware that's doing some really heavy lifting behind the scenes in media distribution.
Right.
We're unpacking your sources on the Thor Broadcast H-IPRF-32QAM. It's a 32-channel IP-to-RF modulator.
That's a mouthful.
It is. But our mission is to figure out what this nearly $7,000 box actually does and why it's such a critical bridge.
It's a bridge between two completely different worlds, really. The modern streaming world and the old school cable world.
So it's basically a translator.
Exactly. You could call it a head end in a box. Imagine you've got hundreds of channels delivered over a data network, in an IP network.
Like in a hospital or a big university campus.
Precisely. But the building itself is wired with 50-year-old coaxial cable. This box lets the new IP content talk to that old COCA's wiring.
So you can run a modern IPTV service but push it out over the existing cables from just this one little box.
And that's where the specs start to get a little bit wild. The density is, it's just enormous.
Yeah, let's talk about the input. It can process up to 124 IP transport streams, 1,000.
Right. And you have to think about what that replaces. In the real world, that one box might be doing the job of, 5, maybe 10 older, bigger modulators.
They're saving a ton on rack space, on power, everything.
And the labor to manage all those different devices.
So how does all that data even get in? My sources say it's just 2 Gigabit Ethernet inputs.
Yeah, just 2. RJ45 or SFP interfaces. It's all about efficiency.
And what kind of data is flowing through there?
It's typically TS over UDP or RTP. And that's important because those protocols are built for speed and low latency. We're not buffering a movie here.
This is for live video. It has to be instantaneous.
It has to be. And it supports unicast and multicast, so it's incredibly flexible for network architects.
Okay, so the data is in, but then you have to organize it, right? That's where the real magic happens, the multiplexing.
That's exactly right. The box has to do PID remapping.
PID remapping.
Yeah, so that's basically how you make sure that even if the source stream changes something, channel 4 on the TV is always channel 4. It's all about stability for the viewer.
And it handles up to 180 of those program IDs per channel.
Right, and it also automatically generates the PSISI tables.
Which are basically the instructions for the TV, the channel guide data.
That's it. It's what tells your TV the channel name, the program info. Without it, the TV just sees raw data. With it, it sees a proper cable channel lineup.
And then the output. All of that gets funneled out of a single F-type connector, the same kind you have on the back of your TV.
One single port. But out of it comes 16 non-adjacent clear QAM carriers.
And you have very, very precise control over that signal.
Surgical control. You can adjust the output level in tiny 0.1 decibel steps. The density is impressive, but the control is what makes it reliable.
And speaking of reliability, it's all managed remotely.
Through a simple web browser, a web NMS. You don't have to be standing in front of the rack. You can tweak it from anywhere.
Which brings us to the sticker shock. We mentioned it. The current price is about $6,500.
Yeah, and that sounds like a lot, but you have to look at the total cost. Think about the alternative.
The cost of rewiring an entire hotel.
Exactly. Or the cost of buying and managing 10 separate cheaper boxes. Suddenly, $6,500 for a single, reliable solution that just works. It starts to look pretty efficient.
So the price really reflects its role. It's a problem solver, making modern IP content work seamlessly with all that legacy infrastructure that's already in the walls.
It is. It's a critical tool for modernization.
Which brings us to a final thought for you to consider.
In an age of fiber optics and super fast Wi-Fi, why does that 50-year-old coaxial cable still matter so much? What are the real-world barriers, financial, logistical, that me and company would rather invest thousands in a clever integration box like this, instead of just ripping out all that old copper and starting fresh? That's the balancing act the entire industry is navigating right now.